Scalping on the 1 minute time frame may seem like a fast way to grow your account, where you can have small risk and quick wins, as well as multiple trades in a trading session. But there's one problem that most traders overlook, and that is trading fees. Now in this video, I'll break down exactly on how that happens and also what you can do to fix it. Let's say you have a simple trading strategy where you're trying to risk 0.2% and profiting 0.6%. Now drawing it on the chart, we can see that's around a 3 risk reward, meaning that for every $10 that you're risking, you're trying to gain $30. Now this might seem good at first glance because you technically only need around a 25% accurate strategy in order to break even. But that ignores one critical factor, which is fees. If your exchange is charging you 0.06% for a market entry and a market exit, that means that a big part of your winning position you are paying to fees. Now if you go ahead and place another position here on TradingView, we can see both of them are 3-to-1 risk reward. But now we're going to be adding fees to the position on the right. So what we're going to be doing is taking off the 0.12% for both our market entry and exits. So that's going to be around 0.48%. And now we can see that our risk reward ratio has dropped to 2.45. Now this might not seem like a lot, but if you are taking multiple trades, then this is going to add up. And also keep in mind that if you are taking a losing trade, you're still paying for your fees. So this means that your stop loss is also basically expanding to around 0.32%. Now let's talk about why the fees are so much worse on lower time frames such as the 1 minute than on higher time frames. Now let's create a simple strategy where we are shorting when we get rejected off this exponential moving average, which is the blue line we can see right here, and we'll place our stop loss above the high with a risk target of 3. So let's take the short position right here. We place our entry on the moving average, our stop loss above this level, and our risk reward ratio should be around 3. So right here you can see that this is going to be our trading setup. Now if we go ahead and we open up another chart on the 5-minute time frame, so we just put them side by side, we're going to be taking the same exact strategy. Now this can be any strategy that you're using, but this is just for the video we're using the exponential moving average. I'm going to take another short position, start right there, our stop loss also above the high, and then we're going to be targeting a 3-to-1 risk reward. So right there we can see that's also on 3. Now what we want to be focusing on is how much price has moved since we have entered the market. So if we use the measurement tool and we take the high from our stop loss down to our take profit, we can see that on the 1 minute time frame, our entire move was only around 1.1%. So if we go ahead on the 5-minute time frame and we do the same thing, where we start off the top from our stop loss and go to our take profit level, we can see that this trade is almost 1.8%. Now the reason why this is important is because we are paying our fee based on how much the price is moving. So in order for us to cover our fee, price needs to move 0.12% if that is what we're paying for our entry and exit fees before we actually at break even. So this just shows you that when you're using higher time frames, you can use the same strategy, but it just becomes a bit more profitable because you're not losing out on a big move just to cover your fees. Now let's talk about how you can protect your edge in a market without paying all of your profits to fees. Now if you're using time frames such as the 1 minute or even lower to trade on, try increasing your time frame a bit with your same strategy. So use something like the 5-minute, 10-minute or even 15-minute time frame. This might give your trades a bit more room to breathe and you don't just end up paying the fee. And it might also help you to take fewer trades and more clear setups. Now the second thing you can do is try to use limit orders instead of market orders. Because on most centralized exchanges, you're probably paying 3 times more for your market entries than limit orders. Even though limit orders can be tricky because they don't always get filled, you can sometimes swap them out for your take profits or entries if it's an ideal setup, because that will help drastically in saving or cutting down the fees. Now the third step that is very important is that whatever strategy that you are backtesting, you should make sure that you are including your fees. Now if you use something like TradingView, and you can see under the property section, there's a commission tab right here, and you can see right there I have added in my fee 0.06%. This means that for every entry I'm taking, I'm paying that fee, and as well for any exits. So it's very important that when you are backtesting, you try to have the best real world example as you are getting the data. Otherwise, backtesting is kind of pointless if it shows good until you actually start trading on it. Now, the last thing that you can do is be more selective on the trades you are taking. Make sure that it's aligning 100% with your strategy so you don't take unnecessary entries and pay those unnecessary fees. Scalping on lower time frames can work, but you need to make sure that you're thinking about real world conditions such as fees, volatility, and as well slippage. If you're serious about trading efficiency, then make sure that you are backtesting your strategies with fees included. And if you care about fees, then in the description of this video, you'll find the Blofin link, which if you use my referral code, you will get 5% back on your fees. Now, you'll also find a link to our Discord server, and I hope you guys find this useful. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section, and I will see you in the next one.